Hello and welcome to Jared in the Kitchen. Today I will be showing you how to make chocolate chip cookies. The things you are going to need are 3/4 cup all-purpose flour, 3 tablespoons sugar, granulated sugar, 1/3 cup light brown sugar, 1/3 cup unsalted butter that has been melted, 1 egg at room temperature, half teaspoon of baking soda, and a half teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1/3 cup of chocolate, any kind of chocolate chips. I'm using mini today, but you can use any kind you want. A cookie scoop. I'm using a small cookie scoop that's about the size of a teaspoon, but you can use bigger, smaller, or you can just shape them with your hand. And you'll also need 1 baking sheet sprayed with non-stick cooking spray or a silicone mat like I have, a small bowl, and a nice big bowl. This recipe that I'm doing today is a half recipe. This will only make about 1 dozen, around 12 cookies. So if you want to make more, just go ahead and double the recipe or triple it. So the first thing you are going to need is put your flour, your baking soda and salt in the small bowl, and then just with a spoon, just stir it all together just to make sure the baking soda and salt is evenly distributed. That way every single cookie spreads the same amount. And then just set that aside. As you can see, I'm not doing this recipe with any fancy mixer. All you'll need is a whisk and a wooden spoon. So the first thing you are going to do is just add your 2 kinds of sugars, so your brown sugar and granulated sugar, into the bigger bowl, and pour in the melted butter. And then after you do that, you're going to just stir this together until everything is incorporated and mixed together well. So now both sugars have completely dissolved at this point, and now it's just like a brown liquid mixture. So that's exactly what it should look like. The next thing you're going to need to do is pour in your 1 egg. And really important, make sure it's at room temperature. And then your 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then exactly just like we did last time, just stir for like 30 seconds or so, or until it all comes together. Alright, so I stirred it for about 30 seconds. I broke up basically the egg yolk and it got evenly distributed. You cannot see it anymore. It's basically the same brown liquid mixture as before. So now you are completely done with your whisk. So you can just set that aside. And then the next thing you are going to do is add in your flour, baking soda, and salt mixture all at once. And then now you are going to switch to your wooden spoon and just stir it together until it forms a dough. So now I stirred in all the flour and all the flour is gone. Now I just want you to know this is going to look like a really liquidy dough, probably more like a batter. But don't worry, it's supposed to look like that. And later, after we add in the chocolate chips, we're going to set it in the fridge, and then that's really when it's going to set up. So as you can see, it looks a little like liquid, like it drips and stuff. But it still stays on the spoon for the most part, so it's fine. So the last step before we move on to letting it go in the fridge and set up is you're going to just pour in your chocolate chips. Like I said, I'm using mini unsweetened chocolate chips. You can use mini chocolate chips, regular chocolate chips, just cut up a chocolate bar. You can do dark chocolate, semi-sweet, unsweetened. You know, any kind of chocolate you want, just pour it all in, give it a good stir, make sure they're evenly distributed, and we'll go from there. So I have all my chocolate chips evenly distributed. Now the next step is you're gonna just put this in the fridge for about a half an hour. Check it at a half an hour, and if it's still on the runnier side, you may need to go up to 45 minutes to an hour. But once mine is done, I'll come back and show you what it's supposed to look like. That way you know when yours will be done. So my cookie dough was in the refrigerator for about a half an hour, and I took it out and it was perfectly fine. So the next thing I did was I just scooped them onto a baking sheet lined with parchment paper or a silicone mat, or just spray with nonstick cooking spray. And as you can see, I got 16 cookies out of this batch, but depending on the size, you should be able to get anywhere from 12 to 18 cookies. So the next thing we are going to do is make sure your oven is preheated at 325, and you're going to put the cookies in for 10 minutes, and I'll show you what they look like when they're done. So my cookies baked for 10 minutes, and then I took them out and I let them cool on the pan for about another 15 minutes, and then I just transferred them from the pan onto this lovely platter. I have 12 right here on this platter, and what I'm going to do next is just crack one open so you can see this one is nice, lovely. It is full of chocolate chips. And then if you just peel it open, you can just see all that chocolate gushing out. So good. It's very thin, but very soft and chewy. The edges aren't that crispy. It's a very soft and chewy cookie. It's just very thin and not really tall. So I will put the recipe in the link below. So let me know what else you want to see here on Jaren in the Kitchen. And make sure to like this video, subscribe for more videos. And always, thank you and see you later. Bye.